Okay, so since we spoke a lot about lotus feet in Mukundamala Stotra shlokas, from shloka number 3 to shloka number 6. So today, in today's session, we're going to learn more about the lotus feet of Śrī Kṛṣṇa. Especially, there are some symbols on the feet of Krishna. So today we are going to discuss about the different symbols on the feet of Krishna. Annapurna, I remember you asked once last week.
Yeah, Prabhuji. Today I was cleaning the one Devud Gudde chadivepudu kuda ade kanipichindi.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll discuss that. But before that, I'll tell you a story, small story. Bhakti story. I'm trying to catch up all the pending topics that I promised since beginning. Remember, so many things I promised. I had to tell a story about Ananta Alvar. I have to talk about different flowers, different garlands. I have to talk about Kaivartaka Krishna. Krishna's position as Kaivartaka Krishna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Like that, there are so many things pending. So we'll discuss one after other. Whenever time permits, we will discuss. So the story of Ananta Alvar. How many of you know about this story?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay, Sri Lakshmi?
I know, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji, I know.
Okay. Amita, Neela, do you know this story?
We have Annamacharya Kirtana also on this story.
Oh, yeah.
Veliki mannunu techi Anantalu valiki. That will be a small line.
Yes. Correct. Yeah.
I don't know, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Even I don't know, Prabhuji.
Okay, good. When we have majority of the people who don't know about the story, then that's good. Then the speaker will be impressed, inspired to tell the story. Chandrakala, do you know the story of Ananta Alvar?
No, Prabhuji.
No, maybe you heard the name, but you don't know the story.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay. So, this is a picture of the beautiful deity of Lord Balaji, Lord Venkateshwara, in our Bellevue temple. Okay. So if you observe on his chin, there is a white mark on his chin, right? Do you all see that?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Have you observed that when you take darshan in the temple, in Balaji temple or any other Venkateshwar Swami temple, have you observed this?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. And do you know the reason why Lord Balaji has that white mark on his chin?
I know, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Again, majority of the people don't know. Good for me. Okay. So the story of Ananta Alvar is connected to the white mark on the chin of Balaji. Okay, we'll see what is that. So once upon a time, there was a great devotee of Balaji. His name was Ananta Alvar. He's a nice Brahmana, Vaishnava, belonging in Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. He's a disciple of Ramanujacharya about 1000 years ago, right? This story happened about 1000 years ago. And this story happened in Tirumala, in the 7 hills, the place of Lord Venkateshwara, the place where Lord Venkateshwara appeared and the place where we have Lord Venkateshwara's deity. That's where everybody goes and takes darshan. He's popularly known as Kaliyuga Daivam. Okay, so this Anantalvar, who is a disciple of Ramanujacharya, he gets an instruction from his guru Ramanujacharya to offer garlands to Balaji every day. So Anantalvar, he used to in the beginning days, he used to get flowers from different places, make garlands. He and his wife, they both used to make garlands and offer to Balaji. And then after a few days, Anantalvar realized that he was collecting so many flowers from different places and making garlands and offering to Lord Balaji. Sometimes he would get flowers, sometimes he would not get flowers, sometimes he would get nice flowers, sometimes he would not get. All those problems were there. So after facing some problems in this process, he decided to grow his own garden of flowers to make garlands for Balaji. So he starts digging the land, because it's on a hill, right? If you see Tirumala, right, there are 7 hills. Every area is a hilly place. So he wanted to make the land flat so that he can put some flower seeds to grow flower plants. So he started digging the land to make it flat. And then his wife was pregnant that time. She was carrying, and even in that difficult stage also, wife also was helping Anantalvar, her husband. And in the process of making the land for making a garden, they need to fetch water from a nearby place to pour in the land and then make it flat. So the wife used to go to the nearby place, fetch water and give it to the husband. The husband would use the water, make the ground flat. So like that, they both, Anantalvar and his wife, they both were working very hard on this project for a few days. Now, seeing all this, Lord Balaji, he thought that the wife of Anantalvar, she's struggling a lot. She's a pregnant lady. She's struggling a lot to fetch the water from nearby place, to make this garden. So he decided to come and help. Lord Balaji decided to come personally and help Anantalvar and his wife, especially the wife, because she was carrying water with great difficulty. So one day he comes to the scene. He comes to this garden where Anantalvar, was working. So if you see this picture, right, Lord Balaji comes in the form of a Brahmana. So on the left side you will see Anantalvar, and then the wife in the middle, and then on the right side there is Lord Balaji in the form of a Brahmana. So this little boy, Brahmana, comes there and asks Padmavati, her name is Padmavati, Anantalvar's wife's name is Padmavati. So this boy asks both Anantalvar and his wife that he wanted to help both of them in this project. Anantalvar says, no, I don't want anybody's help. This is my seva to my Perumal. Perumal means God. This is my seva. This is seva of mine and my wife's to Perumal. We don't want to give this opportunity to anyone else. Please go away. But the boy insists. The boy, is very persistent. He was very stubborn. He stands there. He does not leave the place. And then it was dark at the end of the day. When it became dark, Anantalvar and his wife, they stopped the work, and then this boy also disappears. And then this boy would come again the second day, and he asks Anantalvar again that he wanted to help. Anantalvar still does not give any opportunity. And one day Anantalvar, he has to go to some nearby town. So only his wife was working on the project. That time, this little boy, who is none other than Balaji himself, he comes and he asks the wife Padmavati. And she's like a mother, right? So out of compassion, she agrees. She gives the opportunity to this little boy, who is none other than Balaji. She gives an opportunity to help her in this project. So the little boy starts helping. And then Anantalvar comes back from nearby town. And when he saw this little boy helping his wife, he gets very angry. Anantalvar gets very angry, thinking that this is our exclusive seva. Ananya mamata. Remember, we all discussed, when we are loving God, when we have deep love for God, we develop this ananya mamata, exclusive possessiveness, exclusive ownership. So that's how Anantalvar was trying to serve the Lord. He does not want anybody else in this project. So seeing this boy helping Padmavati, Anantalvar gets angry, and he takes a tool, a gardening tool. It's called crowbar. CROWBAR, bar, crowbar. తెలుగులో గడ్డపార అంటారు కదా అది. So it's a sharp tool used to dig the land. He takes this crowbar and throws towards this little boy, and that goes and hits the chin of the little boy, and he starts bleeding. The little boy starts bleeding from the chin, and then he disappears. The little boy disappears. And then the next day, when Anantalvar makes garlands and takes them to the the Garbhagruha, where the deity is there, to offer the garlands to the Lord, he notices that the deity of Lord Balaji is bleeding from the chin. And then he immediately realizes what and all happened. He comes to know that that little boy who came to the garden site and asked to help, he was none other than Lord Balaji himself. And with great repentance, Anantalvar begs and prays to Lord Balaji, falling at the lotus feet of Balaji. He prays to Lord Balaji to forgive him. And Lord Balaji says, I am very pleased with your devotion, O Anantalvar. You just offer some camphor. You offer some camphor on my chin so that the bleeding can stop. And then Anantalvar immediately brings some camphor, puts it on the chin of the Lord, and the bleeding stops. And then the Lord tells to Anantalvar that from today onwards, every day you offer camphor on my chin. So that's how this tradition of putting camphor on the chin of the Lord started that day, and it is continuing even till today, not only in Tirupati, but in every Balaji temple all over the world. I mean, sometimes they put camphor, but other times they just put some
Candle. Gandham. Gandham.
no. I mean, they put some artificial thing, right? So that every day they don't have to put camphor. Also, putting camphor and on the chin area and making it stand there, it's a little difficult thing, right? After some time, it might fall. The camphor might fall away.
నామం పెడతారు స్వామి. నామం అని ఉంటది. తిరుచానూరు నామం అని ఉంటుంది.
Tirunamam.
తిరునామం.
Yeah, Tirunamam. So
that one is same as edible camphor, is it? Not the one we put for Deepam. So edible camphor, there are two types of camphor.
yeah,
Pachakarpuram.
Pachakarpuram. Yeah, this is Pachakarpuram only. So yeah, but in most of the temples you will see some artificial thing, on the chin of Balaji.
Just now I came from Shah Prabhuji. Actually, I was asking what is this edible camphor you are purchasing for Ganpati Puja, and the story actually it's about it. Very nice.
Do you have Balaji deity at home?
Yes, but
Yes.
I don't know the story. First time I'm hearing.
Oh, yeah, hearing for
I
the first
used to
time.
wonder why this white color like that. I used to think.
Yeah. So tomorrow you can offer. Tomorrow when you are doing puja, Ganesh puja, and puja to Balaji and other deities, Krishna. Yeah, that time you can offer. You can put some little camphor.
That Gandapara is still available at Tirumala. తిరుమలలో ఇంకా గడ్డపార ఉంది అనేసి ఈ మ్యూజియం మ్యూజియం లో ఉంది. మ్యూజియం no, that garden.
No, not in garden. It's there, right near the
temple.
deity.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll show you that.
Yeah.
I'll show you that picture also. Okay, so when the boy is asking Anantalvar and the wife, then this is how Anantalvar throws the crowbar and it hits the chin of the boy and it starts bleeding. And if you see in this picture, right, you see on the wall there is this long metal thing on the wall. That's the one. That's the original crowbar used by Anantalvar 1000 years ago. That is still there, like maybe 200 feet away from the main deity.
Prabhuji, I have a question, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Why though they are very high devotion, why they get lose patience and get angry, Prabhuji? Like even Parikshit, I think, right, he got angry and put the snake. But they are actually very great devotees.
Yeah.
How that happens?
Yeah, that's all Lord's plan. If Parikshit did not get angry, we wouldn't have received Bhagavatam. Because Parikshit got angry and then he was cursed by Shringi, that he would die in 7 days, and Parikshit wanted to utilize his 7 days in the best possible way, and he went to Shukadeva Goswami and started listening Srimad Bhagavatam. So if he did not get angry, we wouldn't have received Bhagavatam. If mantra is not bad actually, right? If mantra did not behaved the way she behaved, we wouldn't have received Ramayana. So like that, this Anantalvar, he's a great devotee of the Lord. He's a good disciple of Ramanujacharya. So he wouldn't get angry just like that. And even if he gets angry, there's no way he would throw a crowbar onto a little boy to hurt him. No way he would do that. But this is all Lord's plan. Lord wanted to perform some leela with the devotee like this. And when we hear this story, we feel so happy, right? How the Lord reciprocated to the devotee, how the Lord asked the devotee to put camphor on the chin of the
Which
Lord.
is some network problem అనుకుంటా.
Oh, you cannot hear properly?
Now it is okay. In between, we couldn't hear.
Okay. Okay, let me know again when you hear, when you're not able to hear, or if there is a network issue, tell me again. Yeah, so it is all part of the leela that the Lord is playing with the devotees.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how Anantalvar goes inside the temple, and he starts seeing the Lord's deity is bleeding, and then he puts some camphor there.
And what happened to his project, Prabhuji, after that?
Yeah, so he made a
To
beautiful
complete.
garden. He made a beautiful garden and started growing a lot of flowers, making garlands, offering to Perumal.
And after that, he continued his seva
Yeah,
regularly.
yeah. After that, he continued the seva, and maybe that garden is still existing today. We don't know. It might be available somewhere.
So are the flowers for Lord got from that garden only?
Yeah, those days, 1,000 years ago, when Anantalvar uh, developed the garden, the flowers were supplied from that garden. But now we don't know where do they get those flowers from. Uh, and this garden developed by Anantalvar, maybe it is still existing. We don't know. If they were able to preserve the crowbar, it is very likely possible that the garden is also preserved. So we don't know.
I heard now flower comes from all over India. It like in flight, Prabhuji.
Okay. Different kinds of flowers from different places, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's about this Anantalvar's story. Okay. So one item less from the list of pending tasks.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So maybe sometime next
Prabhuji,
week
one
we
quick
can
question
have
in that.
Hmm.
I don't know really, Prabhuji, why the 7 doors will be there for, like you said, first or second, 7. ఎందుకుంటే Prabhuji, అందుకని 7 servants కూడా అంటారు, servant of a servant.
Yeah. So in this universe, there are 7 islands, Saptadvipa. So once we cross, if you ever look at the Vedic cosmology picture, Vedic cosmology showing the different planetary systems, spiritual world, material world, and what is there between material world and spiritual world, and the lower planets, all those things. So just imagine that there are 7 planets in a hierarchical manner like this, going from bottom to up, Saptadvipa. Basically, island means surrounded by water, right? So obviously, it will not be like this. I mean, we cannot imagine like this, but Just imagine that it is like this. Okay. So once you cross these 7 islands, then there is Viraja river between spiritual world and material world. And once you cross the Viraja river, then you are in the spiritual world. So those seven dwarams or 7 doors in Tirupati, the just before the Swami Garbhagruha, there are 7 doors, right? These 7 doors represent the 7 dvipas, Sapta Dvipa, 7 islands. That means you need to travel through the material world, and then once you reach the end of the material world and the Virija river, then you are in the spiritual world. So
when doing puja, they say Jambūrdhva-rekhāmbujam, Bharata
yeah.
Kante.
So
That's one of
Jambūrdhva is one of the
the
Sapta Dvipas. Yeah, Jambūrdhva is one of the Sapta Dvipas. The island that we are living is Jambūrdhva. Yeah. Okay.
Prabhuji, even America also same, Prabhuji. In
Yeah.
India, okay.
క్రౌంచద్వీపే కదా
Yeah,
ప్రభుజీ?
America, everything. Huh?
క్రౌంచద్వీపే అని చెప్తాం కదా మనం. ఇక్కడ యుఎస్ లో పూజ చేసేటప్పుడు క్రౌంచద్వీపే అని చెప్తారు.
I heard this Kṛṣṇa also, but no, in all the pujas, even in America, they say
Yeah.
Jambūrdhva.
నో ప్రభుజీ.
Hmm?
లేదు, ఇక్కడ క్రౌంచద్వీప అనే పూజ చేస్తున్నారు.
Kṛṣṇa. Okay, let me look up.
క్రౌంచద్వీపే ఐంద్రఖండే అని చెప్పి పూజ చేస్తున్నాను.
In Vedic Puranic cosmology, a common interpretation that the continent of America corresponds to Kṛṣṇa. Yeah, correct.
Prabhu, I have one question.
Yeah.
So I go to Veda temple when they do Abhishekam on Saturday morning, and what I've seen that they, place turmeric, those rounds on Lord's, body at different places. In fact, I saw them placed on the cheek also. What's the significance of that?
So during Abhishekam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So during Abhishekam, they use different ingredients, like milk, yogurt, ghee, turmeric, different juices. They use all these different things to do Abhishekam. And they mix turmeric with water and then pour on the deity, and also put some turmeric on different parts of the Lord, especially on his chest, where Sri Mahalakshmi is there in the form of Srivatsa. Okay, so turmeric is offered to the ladies, right? And instead of camphor, they put turmeric. Turmeric is also, see, in India, when children get injured and if they are bleeding, what do? We immediately put some turmeric.
Yeah, dry turmeric.
Yeah. So camphor, turmeric, all these things, they used to stop bleeding. So same purpose. Just like how in the story, Anantalvar used camphor to put on the chin of the Lord to stop bleeding. Turmeric can also be used. But in that story, the Lord specifically asked for camphor. Camphor is more cooler than turmeric. Turmeric is like antiseptic. It also stops bleeding. But camphor is even more cooler. Yeah.
Even today for bleeding, we can put turmeric, Prabhuji. It is working actually.
Yeah.
Immediately stops bleeding.
Yeah. Okay. So with that story, now we'll move on to next topic of our discussion. So the topic is understanding different symbols on the lotus feet of Krishna. There are 19 symbols on the lotus feet of Krishna. You see left foot, right foot. The left foot has 11 symbols, right foot has 8 symbols. Together there are 19 symbols. So these symbols are explained in this shloka. This shloka is from Śrī Chintamani, a scripture called Śrī Chintamani, written by Vrindavan Das Thakur. Vrindavan Das Thakur is one of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas coming in the lineage of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years ago. Great devotee of Lord Krishna and Radha. So he has written a scripture called Śrī Chintamani, explaining the beauty of the Lord, explaining the beauty of different limbs of the Lord, starting from the lotus feet all the way up to the face, starting from Charanaravindha to Mukharavinda, starting from Padaravinda to Mukharavinda. So let's understand this shloka. I will sing this shloka first. We'll read the translation and then I'll help you recite the shloka. This is in Shardula Vikridita meter, the very famous melodious meter, like Keyurani na bhushayanti, that shloka. And last week also we discussed another shloka in this meter. What was that shloka? I forgot. Does anyone remember? Yeah, now I remember. I remember, but I want to test. Does anyone remember?
I was thinking you are going to tell now.
Does anyone remember?
Some clue, Prabhuji.
A shloka in this Shardula Vikridita meter. Keyurani na bhushayanti. Something like that. We discussed another shloka to discuss something else. What is that shloka? You don't have to tell the shloka, but just tell the topic. No? Forgot? Okay, so we discussed a shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam where the list of
Yeah, something related to 9 types of bhakti.
correct, yeah, the list of devotees who perfected in Navavida Bhakti, like Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Archanam, Pada Sevanam, Vandaram, Atmanivedam. There is one devotee.
Start with Parikshit,
Yeah,
like that it ends with
yeah,
Bali, it ends with Bali.
yeah. So that shloka is this one. Shri Vishnu Shravane Parikshidabhavat Vaiyasaki Kirtane Prahlada Smarane Tadangri Bhajane Lakshmi Prutu Pujane Akrurastva Bivandane Kapipater Dhasyeta Sakyarjuna सर्वस्वात्मनिवेदने बलिरभूत् कृष्णाप्तिरेषां परम्. So in that meter we're going to recite this shloka. Candrārdham kalasam tri-kona-dhanushī kham goshpadam proshthikām sankham savya-pade dakshina-pade konāshtakam svastikam cakram chatra-yavankusam dhvaja-pavī jambūrdhva-rekhāmbujam bibhrānam harim ūnavimsati-mahā-lakshmyārcitānghrim bhaje. Okay, so Sri Lakshmi, can you read the translation?
I can read it.
Akshara. Oh yes, Akshara, you're there. Yes, yes.
Sorry, I
Go
was
ahead.
reading in mute. Sorry.
Yeah, Akshara, you can read.
Okay.
I worship Lord Hari Krishna, whose feet are endowed with the 19 great opulences of, on the right foot, the half-moon, waterfall, triangle, bow, sky, cow's hoofprint, fish, conch, and on the right foot, the 8-pointed star, swastika, wheel, parasol, barleycorn, elephant-goad, flag, thunderbolt, jamboo fruit, urdhva-rekha, and lotus.
Yeah, good. Okay. Are you able to recite the shloka?
Amma can do it.
Amma can do it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now let's recite the shloka. I'll recite one line and you all can repeat after me. Candrārdham kalasam tri-kona-dhanushī kham goshpadam proshthikām
Candrārdham kalasam tri-kona-dhanushī kham goshpadam proshthikām
sankham savya-pade dakshina-pade konāshtakam svastikam
sankham savya-pade dakshina-pade konāshtakam svastikam
cakram chatra-yavankusam dhvaja-pavī jambūrdhva-rekhāmbujam
cakram
chatra-yavankusam dhvaja-pavī jambūrdhva-rekhāmbujam
bibhrānam harim ūnavimsati-mahā-lakshmyārcitānghrim bhaje.
bibhrānam harim ūnavimsati-mahā-lakshmyārcitānghrim bhaje.
Okay, so in this shloka, the word ūnavimsati means 19. In Sanskrit, the word ūnavimsati means the number 19. Vimshati means 20 and ūnavimsati means one less. So that is 19. And Harim, Hari, Lord Hari. Which Hari? That Hari whose feet are served by Mahalakshmi. Lakshmyārcitānghrim bhaje. Bhaje means served, serving. Lakshmi Devi is serving. What is she serving? Hungry feet. Hungry feet. Lakshmyārcitānghrim bhaje. And the rest of the other words are the different symbols, the 19 symbols on the lotus feet of the Lord. Candrārdham. Candrārdham means half moon. Chandra is moon. Ardham, ardha. Ardha means half. Candrārdha, half moon. And in order to make sandhi in Sanskrit, the Candrārdha becomes Candrārdham. Candrārdham kalasam tri-kona-dhanushī. Kalasam. Kalasam is that pot, that water pot that is used in the pujas. The vessel, right? That brass vessel that is used for puja. Okay, you can just consider it as a pot. Tri-kona. Tri-kona is triangle. Dhanushī. Dhanushī is arrow. Kham. Kham is space, sky. Okay, ether, space, kham. Goshpadam. The footprint of the cow. Okay, or hoofprint. Okay. Proshthikām is fish. Sankham, that's the conch shell, sankham. Savya-pade. What is savya-pada? Savya-pada. Oh, savya-pada. Left foot. Yeah. Dakshina-pada. No. Dakshina-pada is left foot. Savya-pada is right foot. Okay. Right foot has 9 symbols. Left foot has 11 symbols. So savya-pada, dakshina-pada. Left foot and right foot. Dakshina is left. Savya is right. Oh no, I'm sorry. Savya is left. Savya is left. Arjuna has a name, Savya-sachi. Savya-sachi means one who can shoot arrows with his left hand. That means he can shoot arrows with both hands. See, with right hand, everybody can shoot arrows. But Arjuna has this extraordinary ability to shoot arrows with his left hand also. That's why he's called Savya-sachi. Krishna himself calls Arjuna as Savya-sachi in one of the shlokas in Bhagavad Gita, in 11th chapter. He says, Tasmat tvamutteshta yasho labhasva jitva shatram bhungshvarajyam samruddham mayaivaite nihata purvameva nimittamatram bhava savya-sachi. Oh Savya-sachi, please get up and fight. So savya-pade is left foot. Dakshina-pada, right foot. Konāshtakam. Konāshtakam means Ashtakam is 8. Kona is angle. It's a shape that has 8 angles. Tri-kona is 3 angles. Konāshtakam is 8 angles. Okay. So what will that be? Is it what's the shape name in mathematics? Parallelogon?
Octagon.
Octagon, right? Octagon. Yeah, octagon. Yeah. And then swastikam. the swastika symbol. We're all familiar with that swastika symbol, right? Chakram, the Sudarshan chakra. Chatra, the umbrella. Yavankusam, ankusham. Ankusham is a small, what do you call that?
A tool for controlling.
Tool, but I'm trying to use the correct word. You can say a weapon, small weapon to control and discipline the elephant. Okay, ankusham. Dhvaja is a flag, small flag. There are two things. Dhvaja and pataka. Dhvaja is small flag. Pataka is a big flag. On Independence Day, they raise a flag, right? India Independence Day, they raise India flag. So that's a big one. That's pataka. If you see a small flag, that is dhvaja. Pavī is thunderbolt. Okay. And then jambūrdhva, jambu fruit. It's a kind of fruit. Rekhāmbujam. Ambujam is lotus. Why are they calling it as Rekhāmbujam? Where is this word urdhva-rekha? Is there a word urdhva-rekha here? Oh yeah, jambu. Oh, not jambūrdhva. Okay, jambu is jambu fruit. Okay, and then urdhva-rekha. Urdhva-rekha is a line going upwards. There is a line going from the middle of the foot of the left foot going upwards. That is urdhva-rekha. An upward pointed line. Ambujam is lotus. Bibhrānam. Bibhrānam is bibhrānam. Maybe it is wheel. We'll see here. Let's go to the picture. Okay, here there are all English names. Okay, so anyway, so you focus on the right foot first. You see half moon, that is candrārdham. Candrārdham kalasam tri-kona-dhanushī. Kalasam. You see those four parts just above half moon. You see there is a trikona and then a trikona surrounded by four parts. Those are kalasam. And then where is dhanushī? Yeah, right above that, right above the four kalashas is the cow footprint or the cow hoofprint, and then right above that is the bow, dhanushī. Candrārdham kalasam tri-kona-dhanushī. Kham, that is sky, akasham. Where is sky here? Sky on the upper right corner of the right foot. Do you all see that?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, sky. Candrārdham kalasam tri-kona-dhanushī. Kam goshpadam. Goshpadam is that cow hoofprint, footprint basically. Kam goshpadam proshthikām. Proshthikām is fish, which is at the bottom of the right foot. Okay, so can somebody count and tell if there are 9 symbols there?
There are 9 symbols.
There are 9. Oh, very good, Akshara. Yeah, can you name the 9 symbols?
Okay. Conch, sky, bow, cow hoof, trikona,
Trikona.
trikona, picture, half moon, and fish.
Fish. Very good. Yeah. Candrārdham kalasam tri-kona-dhanushī kham goshpadam proshthikām. So if you remember this one line of the shloka, you remember all the 9 symbols. This is how you meditate. Okay, you can take a print of this, make a nice frame out of it, put it on the wall, or put it in your altar.
Prabhuji, long time I read about this and I drew actually. I have it still. I'll show you, Prabhuji.
Okay, yeah, send it in the group.
Yeah, I can share in the video if it is.
Yeah, you can share also.
Is it working?
Prabhuji, that is 8 symbols, not 9.
Yes,
There are
Prabhuji,
9.
I'm also confused. In the picture, it shows only 8.
No.
Fish, moon, triangle,
Conch,
picture,
bow,
then
cow fruit, cow hoofprint, tri-kona, the kalasha, half moon, fish. Oh, there are 8. You're right. Eight. Okay. Candrārdham, kalasham, tri-kona-dhanushī, kham, goshpadam, proshthikām. If you go by the shloka, it's only 8. I mean, if it's only 7, then Candrārdham or Sankham. Sankham is there in this. Yeah, Sankham is there. Yes.
All the symbols are there, Prabhuji, as per. So there are 8 on the right and then there are 11 on the other foot.
Oh, correct. It's not 11. It's not 9. It's 8. Yeah, 11 and 8. Correct. 11 and 8. Okay. And then the next line is about the symbols on the left foot. Dakshina-pade. Sorry. Right foot. Starting with konāshtakam. Konāshtakam, svastikam, cakram, chatra, umbrella, ankusham, dhvaja-pavī, jambū, urdhva-rekha, ambujam, bibhrānam. Okay, now let's find these symbols on the other foot. So there is konāshtakam at the bottommost of the left foot. I mean, see, for us, when you are facing these feet, our left side will be Lord's right foot.
Left only, Prabhuji. If I hold it, it's left only. Left is left only, I think. Because that rekha is in left feet only.
Rekha is in right. Dakshina-pade.
Rekha is in, Rekha is in right foot, dakshina-pade.
Then it is opposite.
Yeah. Our left is Lord's right. Our right is Lord's left. Okay. So the first one is konāshtakam, which is at the bottommost part of the Lord's right foot. Okay. Octagon, a shape with 8 angles. Konāshtakam, and then svastikam. Where is swastika here? Yeah, just above konāshtakam is swastika. And each of these symbols have meaning. We'll discuss those also. Konāshtakam, swastikam, chakram, Sudarshan chakra, and then chatram, umbrella. We see umbrella, and then cakram is disc towards the thumbnail, towards the thumb or the toenail. Just above umbrella, chatram, there is cakram. Konāshtakam, svastikam, chatram, and cakram. 4. What are the remaining 7? After cakram and chatram, it is ankusham. Ankusham is that elephant-goad. You see on the leftmost side, left edge. Okay, elephant-goad or elephant-goad, G-O-A-D, goad, elephant-goad. Ankusham, dhvaja, and then pavi. Dhvaja is a little flag. Where is the little flag? Yeah, you see little flag right next to umbrella. And then right next to that, there is thunderbolt. So there is pavi, dhvaja, and then chatram, all in one line. Interesting, huh? When there is thunderbolt, that means there is rain. When it rains, you need umbrella. Very nice. So, chatram, yavankusam, dhvaja-pavī, jambū. Jambū and urdhva-rekha. So there are jambū fruits around the konāshtakam. At the bottommost, you see there are jambū fruits. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fruits are there. Swastika also, there are 4 swastikas. There are 4 jambū fruits and 4 swastikas around konāshtakam. And urdhva-rekha. Urdhva-rekha is that line starting from the middle of the foot, going upwards, going all the way to the toes. Jambūrdhva-rekha. Ambujam, lotus. Where is lotus? Yeah, there is a lotus flower just above the flag and just above the ankusham is the lotus. Ambujam. After ambujam, bibhrānam. What is this bibhrānam? Let me look up the meaning.
Possibly, Prabhuji, the barley corn,
Barley corn.
as I'm guessing, because I could also link everything else except that.
Okay. There is bibhrānam, and then what else is missing? I think that's all, right? Yeah, bibhrānam. So how many did we figure out? We figured out konāshtakam, svastika, jambū, and then chatram, pavi, dhvaja, cakram, ambujam, ankusham, urdhva-rekha. That's 10. Okay, then the last one is that baby corn. Okay, bibhrānam is that baby corn then. What is that text that says right above the lotus? What is it written? I cannot read properly. Is anyone able to read?
It says barley corn, Prabhuji.
So,
No,
Barley corn, it says.
barley corn. Oh, not baby corn, right?
Barley
Barley corn.
Barley. Yeah.
And below barley corn, there is one more line. Text is not very clearly readable. What is that? Oh, that's a description for urdhva-rekha then.
Upcurving line. Yeah.
Upcurving line. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a curve. It's not a straight line. It's a curved line pointing upwards. Okay. Upcurving line. Okay. We got 11 symbols then. Barley corn. So these are the 11 symbols on the right foot, dakshina-pada, and 8 symbols on the left foot. So we'll start discussing from the left foot of the Lord, which is our right side. Okay. But before we even start discussing about the meaning of these different symbols, let's try to understand the importance of the lotus feet of the Lord. So much can be said about the importance of the lotus feet of the Lord, but there are 2 incidents in Bhagavatam where the importance of these lotus feet are glorified. And both are in 10th canto. The first instance where Akrura goes to Vrindavan on a mission to get Krishna and Balaram to Mathura. Kamsa sends Akrura to Vrindavan to bring Krishna and Balaram to Mathura. So when Akrura goes there, as soon as he reaches Vrindavan, he starts offering pranam to the land of Vrindavan. And when he was looking at the land of Vrindavan and he was offering prayers, he was offering pranam, Akrura was able to see the Lord's footprints with all these 19 symbols in every footprint. The 8 symbols on one foot and 11 symbols on the other foot. He was able to see all these in all the footprints. There will be a walking trail where the Lord has walked, right? The Lord has walked all over the land of Vrindavan, everywhere, right? So Akrura would see the footprints of the Lord with all these symbols everywhere. And then he remembers so many different things looking at these different symbols in the footprints of the Lord. Akrura would see other footprints also, footprints of other people, cows, calves, different things. But his attention goes to those footprints where these 19 symbols are there. And that is how Akrura was able to find that these are the footprints of the Lord. So this is the significance of these 19 symbols, that we can distinguish the Lord's footprint from other footprints using these 19 symbols. And Akrura, yeah.
4 years ago when I did DYS, I heard the story. That is when I was searching for the image and I drew that, Prabhuji, to show Akshara. So I'm in the group. That is why she's so interested in this topic and just very quick, casual drawing. But I tried to.
Oh wow, beautiful.
Yeah, it is in our near the God's thing. I put it in a book. So just to show her, I quickly drew. That time she can't read that much. So that is why she's running to read.
Wow, yeah, I see on the top, I see the lotus feet of the Lord, and then there is flute, and then the different symbols.
Even now, even I can't recognize what I have drawn. But
So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, correct.
you saw and draw, Prabhuji. But as you mentioned, like even while for me, image is very easy to remember. So, as you told, we can either take a printout or draw ourselves.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. Very good, very good. Um, so Akrura was able to find Lord's feet and footprints using these symbols. That is one instance where the lotus feet were glorified, and another instance is during Rasa Leela. When Krishna was performing Rasa Leela with gopis, this is described in 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam in 5 chapters. They are called as Rasa Panchadhyay. Adhyay means chapter. Pancha Adhyay, 5 chapters. Rasa Panchadhyay, 5 chapters describing the Rasa Leela. So the Rasa Leela begins with Krishna playing flute in Panchamaswara and hearing this beautiful tune in Panchamaswara. All the gopis in different homes, all the gopis, they were so mesmerized, and they start coming towards Krishna. And Krishna was standing on the banks of Yamuna river playing the flute, and all the gopis would gather there, and then Krishna starts doing the rasa dance. So it's a circle, okay, rasa mandali. It's a circle where different gopis and each gopi and Krishna was present simultaneously with each and every gopi. And each and every gopi was thinking that Krishna was only with her and not with any other gopi. But the reality is Krishna expanded himself and he made himself available simultaneously with each and every gopi. And he exhibited different expressions. He exchanged different expressions with different gopis. Different dance movements, different expressions, different acts with the different gopis. But the gopis, they were thinking, each gopi was thinking that Krishna was only with me, personally only with me. And Krishna is not there with any other gopi. Now, as soon as Krishna noticed this little bit of pride in the gopis, thinking that Krishna is mine and not anyone else's. Krishna is mine and not anyone else's. Thinking as soon as Krishna realized this, Krishna disappeared. Because Krishna will not be in that place where there is pride, lust, anger, illusion, all these kama, krodha, moha, mada, matsarya, lobha. Wherever,
It's like Ananya Mamata only, right, Prabhuji? Krishna is mine, like that they are thinking.
yeah, that is true. From Gopi's point of view, they have to do like that only. From Gopi's point of view, they have to think like that. They have to think that Krishna is with me only, and not anyone else. They have to think like that. But Krishna, just to increase their hankering for Krishna, just to increase the hankering of gopis for Krishna, he disappears. That is the internal reason. The external reason is that for everybody to understand easily in the form of a story, it is mentioned that gopis was feeling little pride, which is not true, right? Because gopis are great devotees of the Lord.
Yes.
They wouldn't feel pride. But just to make it part of the story, in order to make it understandable to the common masses, it is mentioned like that. That gopis had a little bit of pride, and because of that, Krishna disappeared. But the internal reason why Krishna disappeared is to enhance and increase the eagerness, the enthusiasm, the hankering of gopis to see Krishna. Vina vipralambena santushti sambhogamashnute. Vina vipralambena santushti sambhogamashnute. That means without separation, there is no nectar in the union. So only when you when you spend with somebody from morning till evening, and 365 days in a year, you take that person for granted. You don't realize the importance and value of that person so much. But if the same person goes out of town for 1 month, then you start missing them. So vina vipralambena sambhogam tushtimashnute. Without separation, the union will not give satisfaction. So for this reason, Krishna disappears from that Rasa Mandali. And then the gopi starts feeling great pain in separation from Krishna. And they sing Gopi Geet. That's there in Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, in the Rasa Panchadhyay, Canto 10, Chapter 30. Rasa Panchadhyay, Gopi Geet is there in Chapter 30. There are beautiful shlokas in a form of a song sung by gopis in separation from Krishna. So the gopis sing Gopi Geet, expressing their heat of separation from Krishna, and then their great pain and pangs of separation from Krishna. And after singing Gopi Geet, they start searching for Krishna. And how did they trace the path where Krishna walked? Again, using these 19 symbols. Because along with Krishna, there are other gopis also, right? Now, if they only look for footprints, there are footprints of everybody there. Footprints are mixed all over. So that's why they were looking at Krishna's lotus feet with these 19 symbols to trace the path where Krishna walked. And slowly they were able to trace it. As they were tracing the path of Krishna, along with every footprint of Krishna, there was another set of footprints also of another gopi. So like that, they traced the path. And after some time, the footprints of all other gopis disappeared, except one gopi, that is Radharani. So after some time, after some distance, the gopis found only Krishna's footprints and one other gopi's footprints, that is Radharani's footprints. And few steps after that, they found only Krishna's footprints. And then the gopis started, giving commentary to that. Until, one step before this, we found Krishna's footprints and then this special gopi footprint. But now we are finding only Krishna's footprints. Oh, that means Krishna was carrying this special gopi in his hands. So like that, they gave a commentary. They used to, the gopis came up with all these explanations. Okay. So basically the point I'm trying to say is gopis use these 19 symbols in Krishna's footprints to trace the path where Krishna walked. The mood of Akrura when he went to Vrindavan was with awe and reverence. He was offering respect, pranams. As soon as he saw these 19 symbols in the footprints, Akrura was paying respect to Krishna's footprint. And here, the mood of gopis, when they saw these footprints, 19 symbols in the footprints, they were imagining how Krishna walked, in which path the Krishna walked, how many gopis were there, and slowly it came down to only one gopi, and after that gopi footprint also disappeared. That means Krishna was carrying that gopi. All those things. So one last thing, I'll tell this one last thing, I'll stop. Just like how Akrura was able to find Krishna's presence using his footprints, and just like gopis were able to trace the path using the footprints. Similarly, if we want to find Krishna, the only technique is to find the footprints of Krishna. But how will we know the footprints of Krishna?
Charanaravinda.
Yeah, Charanaravinda are the foot, or the lotus feet. But how will we find his lotus feet? Now we cannot.
So if he keeps serving his what I mean to say is, if he keeps serving his lotus feet, he will remember the exact location and how they look, and so we can follow.
Yeah, serving the lotus feet. Okay, very good.
With pure heart.
Give your heart.
Pure. If your heart is very pure.
Your heart is pure. Yes. Okay. Very good.
Anything we are doing for the service of our Lord, anything we do, that is also come under service only, Prabhuji. Anything we do, we have to do for the Krishna Ananda. Then only we can see that, Prabhuji.
Yeah, that's one point. Yes. So, yeah, all of these are valid answers, but even after performing service, we may not be able to reach Krishna. We may not be able to see the footprints of Krishna. In that case, our only solution is to walk behind the footsteps of the saintly people. To follow the footsteps of the saintly people. The saintly people like gopis and Akrura, they are able to find Krishna, right? Our job is to follow the footsteps of these saintly people. Because we cannot find the footsteps of Krishna, our job is to follow the footsteps of saintly people. So if we serve the devotees, if we serve the gurus, if we serve the saintly people, Bhagavatas, then we can reach Krishna. So as much as the lotus feet of Krishna are important, so as the lotus feet of Guru and saintly people and all the Vaishnavas, they are also important. Krishna himself said that the lotus feet of the devotees are very special to Krishna. Nirapeksham munim shantam nirvairam samadarshinaha anuvrajam yaham nityam puya ityangri renubihi. Krishna said in Uddhava Gita in 10th canto that my devotees, they are very pure. Nirapeksham, they do not aspire for any personal benefits. Munim, they are saintly in nature. Shantam, they are peaceful. Nirapeksham munim shantam nirvairam, they are non-envious. Samadarshinaha, they have equal vision to everyone, to human beings, to animals, trees, moving, non-moving, everything. Nirapeksham munim shantam nirvairam samadarshinaha anuvrajami aham nityam. Anuvrajami means I follow behind their footsteps. Anuvrajami, vrajami means to walk. Anuvrajami means follow. Just like Anuja, Anuvrajami. Anuvrajami aham nityam. Nityam means always. I always walk behind the footsteps of my devotees. Who is saying this? Krishna is saying this. Puya ityangri renubihi. Even one dust particle of my devotees will purify me. Krishna is saying he will take the dust particle of the devotees to purify him. So that is our aspiration. But here Krishna himself is saying that I want to take the dust particle of devotees to purify me. Puya ityangri renubihi. So that's why as much as the lotus feet or lotus feet of Krishna are so important, so much are the feet of Vaishnavas, saintly people, gurus. So if we follow the footsteps of the Guru and the saintly people, we can reach Krishna. Okay? So with that message, I will stop here. Tomorrow we'll start discussing about the meaning of these 19 symbols. Because in Mukundamala Stotra, you will hear taking shelter of the lotus feet, praying to the lotus feet, serving the lotus feet, remembering the lotus feet in many verses. That's why it is important to understand what is there in Krishna's lotus feet, what to meditate upon. That we'll understand tomorrow. Okay? Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Kundamala Stotra ki jai. Kulashekar Alvar ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. See you all tomorrow. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.